Welcome back to Zodiac Legends, the myths written in the stars. The podcast where we uncover the myths, legends, and cosmic histories hidden within the constellations. And in this episode, we turn our gaze toward Virgo, the celestial maiden. Virgo is one of the oldest and most revered constellations in the zodiac. She is the queen of the harvest, the earth mother, the divine nurturer, whose myths span from the great temples of Mesopotamia to the sacred halls of Egypt, Greece, and Rome. But she is more than just a goddess of grain. Virgo is also the keeper of wisdom, the bearer of divine children, and the guardian of celestial order. She has ruled over the equinoxes and solstices throughout history, and even today her story continues to echo in our collective imagination. Let's step into the mythic fields of Virgo and uncover the stories she has woven into the stars. Virgo has held an important place in the sky for over 14,000 years. She contained the vernal equinox from 12,600 to 10,450 BC, the summer solstice from 6150 to 4000 BC, and since AD 300, she has been home to the autumn equinox. Today she is the seventh sign of the zodiac, a guardian of balance in the heavens. She has gone by many names: Ishtar in Babylon, Aphrodite in Greece, Venus in Rome. But her origins stretch even further back, to Sumerian Astarte, Anatolian Cybele, and the great Isis of the Nile. She is a goddess of love, fertility, war, and wisdom, embodying both the gentle and fierce aspects of divine femininity. To the Babylonians, Virgo was Ishtar, one of the most powerful goddesses of the ancient world. She ruled over love and war, beauty and destruction. Her influence spread from Nineveh to Thebes, from Cyprus to Babylon. She was the original Venus, the goddess who would later become Aphrodite. Ishtar, like Leo's Sekhmet, was linked to the lion. In many depictions, she stands upon a great lion, symbolizing her dominion over both wild nature and human civilization. But she was also a goddess of renewal. She descended into the underworld, much like Persephone of Greek myth, only to rise again, bringing fertility back to the land. The Greeks and Romans later associated Virgo with Demeter, the harvest goddess, or her daughter Persephone, who spent half the year in the underworld and half in the world of the living. In this way, Virgo became a symbol of both life and the inevitable cycles of death and rebirth. In Egypt, Virgo was closely tied to Isis, the great mother goddess. Eratosthenes, the Greek scholar, identified her with the Virgo depicted in the temple zodiacs of Dendera and Thebes. She is often shown holding ears of wheat in her hand, wheat that, according to legend, she dropped as she ascended to the heavens. These scattered grains became the Milky Way, a celestial reminder of her divine nourishment. But Isis was more than a harvest goddess. She was the mother of Horus, the divine child. She cradled him in her arms, just as Virgo holds a star in the sky. This image persisted through time, and by AD 1200, it reappeared as the Virgin Mary holding the infant Jesus. Virgo, the celestial maiden, had become an icon of purity and divine motherhood. Virgo's connection to the land is undeniable. The Greeks called her the Queen of the Harvest because her stars rose just before dawn during the time of reaping. To the Romans, she was Ceres, the goddess of grain, and it is from her name that we get the word cereal. The Persians called her Kosha, meaning the ear of wheat, while to the Hebrews, she was Bethula, which signified abundance in harvest. She was the celestial reminder that nature's gifts must be gathered in time, that patience yields bounty, and that the earth will always provide if we honor its rhythms. Like all constellations, Virgo's formsum has shifted across cultures. In the Chinese zodiac, she is not a maiden, but a serpent, the sixth sign. Her influence stretched far beyond Mesopotamia and Greece, ruling over lands such as Arcadia, Caria, Ionia, Rhodes, and the Doric plains. She was the silent guardian of fields and civilization, watching over the rise and fall of empires. Even today, her presence is unmistakable. The brightest star in Virgo, Spica, still shines as the ear of wheat in her hand, a beacon in the night sky. Virgo, the celestial maiden, has worn many faces: warrior and mother, harvest queen and divine virgin. She has ruled over the heavens and walked the lands of mortals, leaving her mark in myth and memory. She is the promise of renewal, the balance between earth and sky, and the eternal reminder that wisdom, patience, and devotion always bear fruit. That brings us to the end of today's episode. But the zodiac is far from finished. Next time, we journey into the depths of Libra, the scales of balance, the seat of justice, and the bridge between light and shadow. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow Mythic Cosmos. Until next time, keep looking up. The myths are written in the stars.